streaming? No. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, an ad? Are you kidding me? Lord almighty, hang on. Don't look at it! Yeah. What a great song. Sometimes that song annoys me because, like, it's not the vibe, but right now it is the vibe. Tear down the monuments and break all the chains. Abolish all the prisons in your town and in your brain. Oh. I reached the limit of copyright music, even though it's my song. Go stream America's Sweetheart by Unicron. Get your water, everybody. Welcome to UNICULT Camp Church. Please say hello in the chat. Say hello to your friends, your new best friends in this community. Say hello to one another. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Let's go. We're getting into the new age. It's the new age. Yeah. It's finally time for the new age. I looked at the ad by mistake. I did too. Buy a car. No, don't buy a car. Do whatever you want, but no, you are free. Don't let the advertisements influence your consciousness in ways that aren't serving you. Talk to your water. Tell your water your deepest desires. Tell your water your greatest wish. I wish for a peaceful world. Yell it to your water. Say, give me a peaceful world, water. I want beautiful skin. My skin's looking pretty good these days. I've been enjoying my skincare routine. I want a functioning cognation. Give me a functioning cognation. Yeah. Whatever you want, yell it into your water or whisper it or just think it. really, with your third eye, into your water, okay? And I hope your water is unfluoridated, unchlorinated, and electronically charged. But if not, don't worry, I've got you some stuff coming up in the future. Don't worry about it right now. Just know that your electromagnetic frequency is enough to charge your water with divine inspiration and guidance so that it transforms your physical vessel into a receiving, transmitting energy antenna of the reality you choose. So this is real. World peace water. Just do it. Put it in your body now. Thank you, water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Remember to drink your water before your coffee. That will do you great good in this world if you are a coffee drinker. Today we have an exciting sermon about groups of people and true power. We're kind of deviating from our normal spiritual approach to emergent technology talk, but we actually do have a couple of chapters in this book near the end which are worth talking about in this field of understanding. We've got eradicating the concept of ownership. We've got decentralization. We've got let me find it. We've actually got some chapters on regenerative harmony and materials science. We've got some chapters on new material technology, mushrooms, dream technologies, structured water, the future of computing and digital intelligence, and we actually have chapters on light healing and photon sender. Okay, hang on. Decentralization, peace, empathy as information, information presentation and truth, resource distribution, government as technology, timekeeping and time travel. So we're not going to deviate from this too much. And I was wondering about the fundamentals of UNICULT. I don't know that we have a chapter on power, if I can remember. Hang on, I'm going to flip through it. We've got social reality, time, harmony and gratitude, the path to joy, imagination, the electromagnetic, healing, possibilities, morals, gardening, farming, digital salvation, Unitopia. Okay, so let's start from the idea of Unitopia. I think I didn't write that down, but that's a great place to start from. Glad we figured out where we're starting. Remember to go stream America's Sweetheart, and also I think I'm going to open this window because it's got these little dots. Let me see. How's that going to affect us? Oh, it's quite bright. Hang on. We're going to deal with the dots. We're going to deal with the dots. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, let's do our prayer. Thank you so much for the reminder. Get your candle if you have one. You can get these on UNICULT Supply Co. on Etsy. You can also get these books on UNICULT Supply Co. on Etsy. We've got Fundamentals of UNICULT, Spiritual Approach to Emergent Technology, and Prayers and Hymns. We also have these have been back ordered. If you did order one, please, thank you for your patience. They're coming in today. Apparently, I will send them to you as soon as I get them. And we also have a new book called Cautionary Tales for Consumption, which is a very old fairy tale book that I wrote, which I have not yet put up for sale, but which I will soon. You can actually get it on Amazon. So these books are all available on Amazon if you're interested in getting them that way. Also, but if you want a signed copy, you can get it on UNICULT Supply Co. The only one I don't sign is the Prayers and Hymns book because I actually did not write it. A very amazing UNICULT member who I love very dearly actually wrote this book and just wrote it in an amazing person. Oh, we've got a lot of energy flowing through us today. We are getting our candles. If you have one, you can light it. You can say, Spirit of Uni, thank you for being here in this situation in the past, present, and future. I know you are always guiding me. I believe in love. I believe in the power of unity. I believe in the power of harmony. I believe that we are all one. I believe that I am connected to the highest divine energy that possibly could exist. And we are praying for all the angels, aliens, guides. What are we going to do about this? We're praying for this light to come in a different kind of way. I wonder if I can do this. Hang on. Block the light with a light? It didn't work. We're praying for world peace. We're praying for water. We're praying for help. We're praying for wealth. We're praying for wellness and cleanliness. We're praying for a post-capitalism world and inner peace. We're praying for luxury, automated communism, something along those lines. We're praying for Unitopia. We're praying for each and every person to take back their power in places that they have accidentally given it away to people or places that do not deserve access to that power. Okay, I think we solved it. Praying works. Yeah, my chair is so big. I got this really cool chair where you can put your feet up on it because I am neurodivergent and that's what I like. So I've got a bit to navigate when I move around. Okay, I'm adjusting. We're still praying, everyone. Don't stop praying. Just keep praying. Just keep those prayers praying. Keep those prayers praying. Keep them coming in. If you have any other additional prayers you would like to pray about or for, know that you can add those to the addendum at any given moment. You are not restricted to the time and place that this prayer has occurred. You can send those prayers in the comments section and they will be received and answered. Prayer works. Uni bless. The reason why I blow my candle out is for fire safety, and we honor the flame and we honor each other. Let's go ahead and get our bodies aligned in a way that feels good. Take a deep breath into your root chakra and bring it up into your sacral chakra and into your solar plexus chakra, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and out your crown, and let the rainbow purple sparkles come around your body as you exhale. So let's do that again. Breathe in through your root, up, and let the rainbow purple sparkles rain down around you as it cleanses your auric frequency. Thank you. If you don't know me, my name is Unicron. I am a pop star cult leader. I am here to save the world, and you are too. You can also save the world with me by joining UNICULT. Join UNICULT today, and thank you for joining me for Cam Church. It is my honor and my pleasure to be here. We have a special Cam Church today that is a little bit different than other Cam Churches we normally do, because we're talking about true power, and I do feel called to talk about this in the sense that we have had some interesting things happening in our world, and I think that it's now time to say, hey, everyone, remember me? I've been talking about this stuff since 2012, and now it looks like everyone has caught up. Seems I'm about 15 years ahead of the curve, and that's okay with me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. So today's sermon is about truth and power. Normally for UNICULT Cam Church, we read from one of these books, Fundamentals of UNICULT, Spiritual Approach to Emergent Technology, Prayers and Hymns. But today we are just going off the cuff. I'm going to be talking a lot about a few different things that I talk about in these chapters, in these books. And we're going to just talk specifically about what's happening in this day and age. And I do think this sermon will be actually very relevant moving forward into the future, because there's going to be a lot of different waves of how this happens. There's going to be a lot of different iterations of this. So however this sermon sounds to you today is going to be very important and very relevant. And however it sounds to you in a week or 2 weeks or a month or a year or 10 years from now is also going to be very relevant. Because our power has been given away, stolen in many ways, coerced in other ways, and violently oppressed in other ways. Okay, so I don't want to just totally blame each individual. That's not the intention here. You are a powerful being generating a field of energy that is your own. Your unique energy is the gift that you have for this planet. And the process of brainwashing that has occurred on this planet has told you that your particular incarnation of uniqueness is bad and wrong, and that you have to conform and you have to align with social thinking. You have to dress a certain way, you have to talk a certain way, you have to look a certain way, you have to think a certain way. And if you don't do those things, you will be rejected from the tribe, which is a biological inherent need that we have. And so there's our own biology has been weaponized against us, in the sense that our own desire to engage with our communities and to belong and to be part of a community has actually been taken from us and eradicated, in the sense that we don't have the support that we need to be who we truly are and to be seen for who we are. Everyone's living in fear of being seen for who they really are, which is not in alignment with the age of truth, which is the age that we're in currently. So each person has a unique energy that is here to uphold the diverse whole of our society. And your unique energy is the blessing that you have to share with this world. In UNICULT, we recognize your unique energy, your authentic truth, as being an essential component of building what we call Unitopia. Unitopia is our inevitable future whenever we will it to be. And in Unitopia, everyone has their basic needs met. Everyone has food, clothing, water, acceptance, health. Whatever you think you need to survive, to thrive, you will have in Unitopia. The only caveat is that you can't harm anybody, and you can't harm anybody, including yourself. It's hard to fathom at this moment because a lot of our systems are predicated on harming. You say, oh, well, I need to go buy some blueberries. And then you go to the store and it's in a plastic container and it's picked by migrant people who are treated terribly and they're sprayed chemicals on, and then now they're being deported, and it's like, I just wanted some blueberries, right? We just have to hold the idea in our mind that Unitopia is an inevitable future where we can do what we need and want to do without harming other people. And as we hold that idea in our mind, we make it so. Imagination is salvation. Okay? Imagination is salvation. And what I mean by that is that our belief makes real. And if you hold ideas in your head, if you can imagine a hopeful future and you hold that idea in your head and you hold that idea in your heart and you speak it to your friends and family and you say, I believe in a hopeful future. I believe in a hopeful future. It becomes a hopeful future. And the way that we do that is within ourselves. True power comes from within. It's something that spiritual people say, and it sounds kind of weird. It sounds kind of confusing because we live in a society where everyone has given their power away, been forced to give their power away to people, demons, perhaps we can call them, demonic entities who are masquerading as official entities, right? But true power begins within. And what I mean by that is you have to think like this. You have power, and your power is concentrated in a certain field of consciousness. In UNICULT, we believe consciousness is the fundamental field. From there, we have a different kind of mindset for what that means. Your consciousness is specifically focused with the most power on your own internal processing state. Your internal processing state is the place where you have the most power. That means if you're thinking one thought, you can think another. Easy, right? You have power over your own consciousness. Then it ripples out. Think about ripples of energy, right? Then your power ripples out to your body. You want to move your hand? You can move your hand, hopefully, right? You have dominion over your body, and it takes practice. It takes practice to build the brain, mind, body map to coordinate your movements with your body to play a piano, to throw a football, to jump and run, right? It takes effort, but you have quite a lot of power over being able to do that and to train that intelligence into your body from your most potent center of power, which is your consciousness, your conscious mind. So you can change your conscious mind first, your body second, and guess what's next? Your immediate physical surroundings. Your house. Oh, the world is a mess. Well, is your kitchen a mess? Doesn't sound like it's related, but it is. Because we are generating this simulation. So if your kitchen is a mess, maybe that's a place where you can put your power. and say, I'm going to keep a very clean kitchen. I'm going to keep my thoughts clean and pure. I'm going to keep my body clean and pure and healthy. I'm going to eat good, healthy food that's actually nourishing to myself. I'm going to listen to my body. Sometimes my body changes on what I need, and I'm going to honor that rather than the patriarchal system of routine that I'm entrenched in, right? What does my body need rather than what do I wake up and think I need every single day because I'm on a schedule of someone else's making? What does your mind need to become clean and pure? What does your body need to become clean and pure? What does your home need to become clean and pure? Now what? What's after that? Your relationships. The next place you have the most power is in your relationships. What do your relationships need to become harmonious? Let's start from there. Harmony. Harmony. What do we want? We want a peaceful world. When do we want it? We want it now. So what do? We do it in our minds. We do it in our bodies. We do it in our kitchens. We do it in our bedrooms. We do it in our relationships. We do it in our workplaces. We do it in our towns. We do it in our auric field as we walk around. The harmonic energy that you cultivate by being pure. Pure love. You can't see the L, hang on. Pure love. Pure love, pure love, pure love, pure love. Pure love. Anyways, transforming your own mind is the most powerful thing you can do. Then you transform your body, then you transform your home, then you transform your relationships, then you transform your town. Then and only then do you think about the poor and starving people in Africa. Okay? Is anything happening to your neighbor that's bad? Think about it. How can you be a friend to your neighbor? These are words that they're almost cliche. Be friends with your neighbors. I don't want to talk to my neighbors, personally. I look at my neighbors and I'm like, stay over there, right? And then there's all these quotes like, good fences make good neighbors. I am a homebody. I am a weirdo. I like to be online. Okay. If there is an opportunity to make friends with my neighbors, be it on the Nextdoor app, be it at a block party, I'm going to do that. You know why? Because that's a very important thing for taking our power back and for maintaining true power. I have a force field of energy around myself and around my home. I left the house like this today, and you can believe my neighbors were like, there they go again. Who is that? What is that freak doing? I don't know what they're thinking. That's just what I assume they're thinking. I stopped an old man dead in his tracks as I walked across the street today. He just stared and stared. What do? Do I want to talk to my neighbors? Maybe not. But the power that I have in talking to my neighbors is more than the power that I have thinking about some distant country. Okay? That's the point. True power is about consciousness. True power is about autonomy and feeling as though you have control over creating your own reality. True power is joy. When you tap into true power, it is joyful. There's a story about one of these people who's involved in some of these crimes saying to someone, I don't understand. Like, if I just keep following what makes me feel good, it should be good, right? Like, if I feel good, it should be good. And it's like, brother in Christ, you don't feel good. If you're spinning out about it and you're hurting people, you don't feel good because we're all one. You cannot hurt another person and feel good about it. You might feel justified or vindicated or like you have control. That's egoic power. That's not true feelings of joy. True feelings of joy stem from community, all one, understanding that we are connected and that love is the energy that we are cultivating in our bodies and our homes and our hearts so that we can experience an elevated state of consciousness of empowerment. Control isn't empowerment. Control over others isn't empowerment, but control over the simulation, control over your own state of how you feel, control over how you react to everybody else is true power. Groups of people are the most powerful force on this planet. If we think about the planet as a system of understanding, if we think about the planet as being a place of generated holographic simulation reality where we are all co-creating and collaborating, then we can say that groups of people are the most powerful force on this planet. Your consciousness is specifically curated to be the most powerful inside your own mind. But in this simulation as a collective whole, the most power that we have is by working together in an aligned manner. Groups of people with aligned vision are the most powerful force to change the simulation we call Earth. That's why I started UNICULT. That's why you should join UNICULT officially. Because you are saying, I believe in a hopeful future. Even if you join UNICULT officially and you don't enter the Discord server, and you don't read fundamentals, and you don't follow the teachings, okay, that's fine. You're still doing something. Even if you buy fundamentals and you read it, you're aligning your energy with UNICULT in a certain way. But I do think there is something very strong. I used to actually get in arguments with people about this. They'd say, do you really think everyone should join your cult? And I said, yes. I have no doubt that every single person should join UNICULT, because when we align our energy, we are working towards a singular goal. Why is UNICULT better than other ideologies? Why should someone attach their mindset to my ideology? Why should someone join UNICULT? It's got the same word as my name, Unicole. Oh no, we are just praising Unicole. That's not what it's about. And if you study the teachings at all, or you look through any of the sermons I've ever done, you can understand that when I say all one, I mean all one. When I say Unitopia is to support every unique individual, I mean Unitopia is here to support every unique individual. Your authentic self has a key to creating an aspect of our collective reality that no one else can create. I don't claim to have authority over you. That's absolutely nothing that I've ever said. We are all one, which means you have just as much potential to be wildly successful as anybody else. And your unique power is the key to creating a paradise on earth for you. I can't create your paradise. I don't know you. What I can say is that we are all biological entities in a similar situation where we need food, clothing, water, shelter, safety, psychological safety, and a sense of community and belonging to feel good. Most of us, I'm not going to say everybody needs that, but most of us need those things. And so we should have the ability to fulfill the needs of every individual in our society, no matter how diverse they are. It shouldn't be that hard. We have technology, we have resources, we have so much at our fingertips available to fulfill the desires and needs of every single person on this planet, so long as we're not harming anybody while we're doing it. That's why you should join UNICULT, because it is a collection of energy of you bringing your unique vision, your unique ideas into a collective, focused group of, it's a mind palace of futuristic vision of believing in a hopeful future. Is it the only way? It's not even a way. It's a space to hold any vision that, as long as it doesn't harm anybody, we're here to support that vision. Okay, I have my own ideas of what a future can look like. I love luxury. I don't want to let go of luxury in order to move into a hopeful future. I don't think we have to. What does that mean? It means luxury without harming anybody. Doesn't that sound better? My version of luxury is clean rivers we can swim in and drink. My version of luxury is crystals and good materials where no one is harmed. Whatever your vision of the future is that makes you feel happy and good and abundant is the future that I support, so long as it's not harming anyone. It's the future that the group of UNICULT supports, so long as it's not harming anyone, including yourself. What you can do whether you join Unicult or not, is have hope. Cynicism is the first step on the path to joy. Cynicism is the first step on the path to joy. And that is the energy that the collective is finally feeling. Cynicism is the first step on the path to joy. You have to look around and say, what the fuck is going on here? Before you then implement your ideas to change the future. You have to look around and be unhappy with what's happening before you make the change to become happy. Cynicism is the first step on the path to joy. And there's a whole, in the fundamentals of Unicult, we have a whole section on the path to joy and all the different components of it. And hope is a very important part. So when you're talking about true power, hope is your guiding light. Hope is the vision that you have of the future where everything actually works out for you, where everything you've ever wanted is actually easily available, where people are living in harmony. What does your hopeful future look like? Your imagination is your salvation. Use your imagination to create a vision of the future that is hopeful for everyone. We are all one. If your vision of the future includes hurting other people, and I don't mean karma shouldn't happen, okay? Because there are certain people who have been warned over and over and over again that they were doing something wrong and that they were supposed to stop. And they didn't listen. And they ignored it. And they for whatever reason, they did not do what was right to do. And here's the thing. You can't feel too bad for anybody when they get their karma. Because every single day, you have choices you can make. Every single day, there is a new opportunity to change your thinking, to change your behavior, to change your desire to be aligned with God's desire, to be aligned with love. Every day you have decision after decision after decision where you can make those choices. Certain people on this planet have been given very clear instructions that if they continued to make bad choices, that they would be served a very unfortunate karmic justice. And what did they do? They kept doing it. They kept doing it. They just kept doing it. They couldn't let go of the way that they were thinking. They couldn't let go of the horrible things they were doing to people. And so those people are going to have to face the consequences of their actions. And I don't know what that's going to look like for them. I'm not going to feel sorry for them because there were warnings. They had so many warnings, so many choices to make. And their own process of atonement with their own soul is up to them. And if you're listening to this and you relate with that and you feel like I've been making bad choices, I've been hurting people, okay, you have choices today. You have choices tomorrow. Start making those choices. You are going to have to sit in the pain of the evil that you have done in this lifetime. And that pain hurts. The point of the pain is to say stop. We use the Mario Kart analogy. If you're off the road of the path to joy, you're not going to be able to drive very fast. You're going to be spinning out. It's going to be uncomfortable and you're not going to win. If you get on the path to joy, the road is very easy. And you can play along with everyone else. So if you're not on the path to joy, if you're spinning out, if you're doing harmful things to yourself or to others, then you have to remember that you have choices every single day. Your power begins inside your own mind, and you have to make amends with yourself. The pain that you feel means stop doing that. If you lash out at someone and it hurts and it's uncomfortable and you're sad, that's your indication. Stop doing that. You have to make a promise to yourself that you won't continue bad behavior. You have to make a resolution inside your energy body of who you want to become, of the kind of person you want to be, of the kind of life you choose to lead and live, and the energy you choose to cultivate. That is your choice every minute of every day. And if you forget, okay, get back on the horse. Get back in alignment. Do your yoga, do your meditation. Remember to clean your mind, clean your home, clean your body. Where do you have the most power? Cultivate autonomy and authority within yourself. If you aren't leading yourself to harmony, to joy, to love, how can you expect anyone else to do that for you? Power is not just social. Power is also electrical. Think of the power grid. What are the most oppressed technologies that exist on this planet? Usually they are related to electricity, free energy. There is a connection here between free energy, electricity, and power and social structures. Your body and your mind is an electromagnetic toroidal field of energy. Everything is energy. As you tap into feeling each of your cells sending electricity to each other, as you tap into the field that your heart generates, as you tap into the electrical charge you take in with each breath, as you ground with your bare feet on the earth and hug a tree and reconnect to Earth, Gaia, Mother Goddess's energy, as you feel the synapses of your brain firing and pruning and reshaping and reforming and your neural pathways evolving, you generate a frequency that changes physical reality. It changes the relationships you have. It changes your own internal energy. It changes how you act. It changes how you talk. It changes how you affect people in your field. And it changes your own internal energy, which then changes the world, because you are actually projecting physical reality onto itself. Your DNA is actually mapping out physical reality as it stands. There's also a physics generator we have collectively running in the background, and we are co-collaborating on all of this, but your electromagnetic field of energy is manipulating time and space and timelines to be how they are right now. So the electrical power grid that we charge our phones with, our technology, our devices that our cars are running on, and your energy are connected. True power means that we have our power back. True power means that we are sovereign beings as individuals, as families, as communities. Dolphin Technology is working on activating your own internal energy. Check out Dolphin Technology. We have devices that actually create a harmonious, coherent field around you. The future is coherence. When we talk about harmony, when we talk about feeling aligned and pure and love, that's coherence. That's octaves of signals mapping onto each other in waveforms that are harmoniously orchestrated across dimensions. Coherence is what we're lacking on this planet and what's been taken from us. So your own internal coherence, your own internal harmony, your energetic harmony, the power grid, all of this is connected in the sense that as you activate your own auric field and as you commune your energy with that of everything, because we are all one, and as you understand that you have a right to control your consciousness regarding anything in this reality because you are it, and your forgiveness and love towards it is what allows you to do that, guess what? You're free from the demonic power entities. The internet is another place where you have immense power. The internet is also a trap. The internet is also a trick. What do you do on the internet? Watch your energy body as you scroll. Are you being taken on a roller coaster? Are you being milked for all you're worth? Are you activating yourself to be a better person? I watch a lot of TikTok tarot card readings, a lot of them, and they all say the same thing, and I just love them. I just watch them over and over, and I watch every different person say, you're a star. Positive things are coming. You're about to hit the jackpot. Everything is working out for you. Why do I do that? Why do you think I do that? Because it's programming my conscious field to expect miracles. It's programming my conscious field to remember who I really am, to remember my true power. It's programming my conscious field to step into a place where miracles happen. And because my mind believes that, because I'm programming myself with my beautiful TikTok tarot card readers, it becomes that. I spend hours a day doing that. I'm programming my consciousness to receive the best opportunities. If your tarot card readings are saying, oh, the person who left you is coming back and he's going to say he's sorry, what's that going to do for you? Is that going to help you? It's also expecting a miracle, but you're depending on someone else, and honestly, who knows what's going to happen. I did have those tarot card readings for a while, and it did end up happening, and it works out, okay? But the truth is, try to cultivate your feed to be the highest vibrational feed it can be. If you've got bikini girls, if you've got violence, if you've got people acting in dumb ways, if you've got AI slap on your feed, really ask yourself, what is this doing for me? Because the internet is also a trap. We're learning now how much manipulation goes into controlling our consciousness on the internet. Find the creators who really lift you up, who really inspire you, who really align your energy to be pure, coherent, and harmonious, and follow that energy. The truth is, I always love that sentence. I always stop there. It's the truth is. The truth is. I have this tattoo. I went out last night and I was wearing a piece of clothing that really emphasized my truth tattoo. And I kept talking to people and they like shut the conversation down and like left the conversation pretty quickly, like over and over again. And I was like, what's going on? Like, I know, like I'm a star. Why is no one talking to me today? And I was being very pleasant and I was being very kind and I was in really good positive energy. And people were just walking away from me like quite abruptly. And I was thinking about it and I realized it was the truth tattoo. Because when people are confronted with someone who is in their truth and who is expecting the conversation to go in a truthful manner, and they are not aligned with truth, and they are not authentic and not safe, they don't feel safe to be authentic, they're going to exit that conversation very quickly. And I'm okay with that, right? Because I'm interested in interacting with people who are on the frequency of truth, or who are at least comfortable knowing that that's how I interact. So the truth is, any feelings you have that are negative about the truth are just insecurity about what is. If you're telling lies to your partner, you're cheating. If you're pretending to be something you're not, if you're making up stories for attention, the truth is, there was a singer recently, someone I actually really like, Remy Bond. She was copying Lana Del Rey, and I thought she was doing it in a quite an interesting way. Super high production value, obviously, super rich parents, I don't care. She's making cool art. She did an interview the other day, and she said, oh, Lana who? I don't know. I've never really listened to her. She's straight up copying Lana Del Rey, and she says she doesn't know her. She's lying. She made up a bunch of lies on that interview, and it turned everybody off. It was this amazing crash of this person's reputation that they had built. This one interview destroyed the credibility that she had, because everyone saw she was lying through her teeth. So this didn't used to matter. Look at who we have in office. People used to not care about lying. The entire world was built on falsity. But we have entered the age of truth. And the age of truth means that what is in a more obvious way. What is actually is. And everything that isn't is a false timeline that's only going to spin you out. Mario Kart analogy again. You get off the road by lying, you're just going to spin out. You're not going to have fun. You're not going to be able to win. You're not going to be able to play. You get back on the road of what actually exists, the true road of truth, of what actually is, and you can drive on it very fast and have a very fun time, and maybe even win if that's what you care about. Automation, I think, is a very big part of true power. We have to have technologies that are created by regular old Joes like me, like you, The entire operation of money laundering that's been going on in this world to fund projects that manipulate our consciousness to ensure that the people who have, the demons who have created the power structures that currently exist continue to remain in power is going to also fall. Because technology is getting to the point where every person has the same power as someone with a multinational corporation. So it used to be there's these devilish guys, you know, sending emails to each other. Oh yeah, I'll kill this guy and start this company and go make a Reddit 4chan community, and we've done it, everyone. We've controlled the masses. We've manipulated everyone. We've brainwashed them, and now they will continue to think that we are the most powerful because we are manipulating the truth. But that's not going to fly anymore because people can see. People can see it now. People can see the truth. So what that means is that no matter how much money you put into a campaign to manipulate the truth, no matter how many people rally around it, it's not going to work. And there's going to be underdogs, regular people with very little funding, with very little technical capabilities even, who have a vision and who vibe code it and who get it into the public eye, and it's going to change reality so fast, so quickly, so thoroughly, because it's going to be made of what we really want. You know what I think is next? A lunar calendar. We need a lunar calendar app that integrates with Google Calendar and Apple Calendar. That's going to change our world. And I don't think it would be too hard to build. And someone's going to build it, and then it's going to get a wide variety of adoption because people want true time. People want to live in alignment with what's really going on and not the Gregorian calendar. That's just one example. One single calendar app can transform our perception of time. Do you hear what I'm saying? So if you have an idea, technologically speaking, if you have a vision for a community or of the future or something you can build, and you felt your whole life like, oh, well, I'm never going to get funding for that, or I'm never going to get support for that, or no one's ever going to listen. No, I've been doing this forever and no one's ever listened to me. Trust that if you have it inside you, it is meant to be birthed. If you have it inside of you, that's because you're meant to build it. If you feel strongly about it and you know it's aligned with all one, it will succeed. Anything that is aligned with truth and with all one will succeed. Will it succeed in the same way your ego says? No, your ego doesn't know anything. It will succeed energetically in a way that gives you divine compensation. Whatever your divine compensation is. So don't get too caught up in the egoic old power structures that we've been told are important. Remember, true power is about consciousness. It's about your overall well-being. And remember, true abundance is about feeling good in the present moment. True abundance is about feeling good in the present moment. If you don't have enough money in your bank account and you don't feel good in the present moment because of it, okay, your money messed up your abundance. But does it really matter how much money you have in your bank account in this present moment? Does it really matter? Not really. You say, oh, well, it matters because I'm going to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this. And it's like, okay, you're not feeling like you can expand. That's an important feeling to have. How can you find the feeling that you want to expand into a new reality without that money in your bank account? Can you trust that God is going to allow you to expand in the way that you deserve to expand in this present moment? Your consciousness is the key to eradicating demonic power structures. Your consciousness, not my consciousness. I'm just telling you about your own power. I'm just telling you about your own power. You have the power, and it starts within your mind. It starts within your coherent, harmonious thoughts about yourself, about your life, about the present moment, and about your hope for the future. Also, you can change the past. Don't forget that. If you're like, oh, I can't because the past, it doesn't matter. You can change it. The past is only how you feel about the past. It doesn't exist. It's not real. The past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. The present moment is all that exists. There's the most data in the present moment. The most information-saturated reality is the present moment. Enjoy it. You don't get textures in the past. You don't get textures in the future. Technology can be good. It will be good if we trust people who are building it from a place of all one and from truth. Check out Dolphin Technology as one example. And if you are a business person, if you have something that's already being built, if you have a family dynamic or a community dynamic, or you're a leader in any way, and you've been operating under psychopathic principles, just know you have decisions you can make in every single moment that will align you with truth and justice and love, and which will allow longevity for your abundance. If you have money and you're like, oh my God, is the money system going to crash? I've worked so hard to build up all this money, and it seems like everybody's changing everything, and we're going to move to solar punk, and we're going to just be bartering sheep, and I worked so hard for all this money. What am I going to do with all the money? Hang on. Take a deep breath. Trust that any abundance that you have built, which is built on truth and justice, has longevity. Your energy and your consciousness and your choices every day are what ensure your abundance in the future. If you are operating from all one and truth, you will have success and abundance forever, no matter what. That's spiritual reality. Nothing's more real than spiritual reality. If you have any questions, please comment them. And let's take 1 minute here. Take a deep breath. Find your body. See how you feel. You're on a computer. You're looking at a phone. Notice your physical forms. Don't forget yourself. I always tell my kid, if I let him look at a screen, I say, wiggle your toes. Where's your toes? Don't forget your toes. I only let him watch for like 5 minutes at a time. And he still goes into a trance. So do I. Can't blame him. All right. Find your toes. Where's your toes? Take a deep breath. Align your spine. Now let's envision the most abundant, beautiful, coherent reality, not for the world, for you. And remember, in this utopian reality of your own making, we are all one, so there can be no harm. If you've got a robot serving you drinks, it's because that robot loves to serve you drinks, genuinely. There is no slavery, there is no oppression in this reality, okay? You can have anything in this space other than hurting other people, okay? Let's go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start imagining. We're gonna do about 1 minute here, okay? Your perfect, abundant reality. What does it look like? What are you wearing? What kind of architecture is surrounding you? What kind of energy is shared between the people you see and you? Where does your food come from? What do you do with your time? How many trees and water, natural water? How much nature is around you? How does your body feel? Who are you in relationship to the rest of the world? Take a minute to continue to see into this beautiful, abundant, utopian vision for yourself where all of your needs are met and you are living a peaceful life and you feel fulfilled and safe and happy about where the world is at and yourself. What's happening in the world that makes you feel so good? What just happened in the world? Oh, wow, did you hear? Something very good happened out in the world. What was it? If you want to continue to envision a hopeful future, I recommend you do art. I recommend you write. I recommend you make videos. I recommend you talk about this constantly and be annoying with how much you talk about a hopeful future. Because it is a seed that you plant in the minds of others. Even if you've got someone who's freaking out and you say, we can have a hopeful future, they might freak out on you. But you planted a seed, and that seed will sprout when the time is right. Hold the frequency of believing in a hopeful future, and you will create it. True power comes from your unique consciousness. You are the creator, and I'm so grateful for what you are creating, and I'm so excited to see it unfold for your most abundant timeline. Join Unicult. Unibless. Thank you, everyone. I love you. Unibless.